in amber as the quiet starts to grow, and the air feels like a blanket made of something soft and slow. I can see the shadows shimmer with a gentle sort of glow, like they're laying silk over silence in a rhythm only they know. I trace the patterns on the window with a half-awake embrace. Feel the stillness settle warmly like a palm against my face. Every thought becomes a feather falling softly into place, and I sink into the quiet where the night gives me its grace. I don't need a deeper meaning, I don't need a place to run, Here the silence feels like healing, and my soul becomes undone. Lay the silk over silence, let it flow. Let the gentle weave of night take control. In this softness I can finally let it go. Let the quiet pull me closer in its slow and tender glow. Every breath becomes a low echo. Every moment moves like falling snow. Tonight I let it show. The silk over silence grows. There's a comfort in the shadows as they stretch across the floor, like they know the weary secrets I've been saving at my core. All the echoes of the daytime fade behind a distant door, and the hush begins to carry everything I can't ignore. I can feel myself unravel like a ribbon coming loose, letting go of every tension I no longer need to use. In the silence there is softness, in the calm there is a truth, that the gentlest kind of healing is the kind I can't refuse. I don't need to hold the burden, I don't need to fill the space. Hear the quiet moves like water, here it folds me in its grace. Lay the silk over silence, let it flow. Let the gentle weave of night take control. In this softness I can finally let it go. Let the quiet pull me closer in its slow and tender glow. Every breath becomes a low echo. Every moment moves like falling snow. Tonight I let it show. The silk over silence grows. Maybe peace was always waiting in the hush I never kept, in the corners of the evening. Hear the quiet softly skip. Lay the silk over silence, let it flow. Let it flow. Let the gentle weave of night take control. In this softness I can finally let it go. Let the quiet pull me closer in its slow and tender glow. Every breath becomes a low echo. Every moment moves like falling snow. Tonight I let it show. The silk over silence grows. soft glow on the ceiling, shadows moving slow. I'm breathing with the rhythm of the night. I've come to know a cup of something warm sits cooling in my hand, and every little heartbeat feels like waves against the sand. The world outside is running, but here my silence sings. I'm learning how to settle all the noise tomorrow brings. So let me lean back deeper into this velvet calm. When nothing rushes forward, I don't need to figure out how. Just wanna float and ease my mind, let all the weight slip off in time. Dim lights, quiet heart, I'm drifting through the softer parts. No battles left, no rush to start. Just breathing in this quiet art. Slow nights, gentle flow, I'll let the peaceful shadows glow. In this little world I've made, I finally let the tension fade. My thoughts are pouring slowly like honey in a jar, and every drop reminds me I don't have to reach too far. The dreams I've been protecting begin to show their wings. They open in the silence as the midnight softly rings. I wrap myself in blankets that feel like calmer skies, and close the heavy curtains on the doubts behind my eyes. The solitude is precious, a place I rarely see, a moment where the person that I need can just be me. I don't need the answers now, I don't need to chase the how. Just wanna float inside this space where all the noise is out of place. Dim lights, quiet heart, I'm drifting through the softer parts. No battles left, no rush to start. Just breathing in this quiet art. Slow nights, gentle flow, I let the peaceful shadows glow. In this little world I've made, I finally let the tension fade. Maybe tomorrow I'll be braver, maybe tomorrow I'll run again, but tonight the world is kinder when I'm resting in my skin. Let the hush of gentle breathing be the song that holds me near. For a moment I'm not reaching, I'm just finally here. Dim lights, quiet heart, drifting through the soft. I'm drifting through the soft. No battles left, no rush to start. Just breathing in this quiet art. Slow nights, gentle flow, I let the peaceful shadows glow. In this little world I've made, I finally let the tension fade. In the quiet glow of evening, when the city finally sighs, I slip into the softer parts of me. I hide through busy times. All the noise begins to loosen, like a curtain drifting wide, and the stillness wraps around me like a warm and gentle tide. I light a candle by the window, watch it flicker like a dream. Let the shadows paint a story only silence can redeem. Every breath becomes a whisper, every thought a drifting stream, and I find a piece of freedom in the spaces in between. a sweetness in the silence when I let myself be known. And I sway, sway easy in the comfort of the low, with the softest kind of rhythm only lonely hearts can grow. Tonight I'm breathing slow. Tonight the quiet glows. There's a softness in the moonlight as it settles on my skin, like it's learning all the stories I've been keeping locked within. Every doubt I try to swallow, every fight I didn't win. In this hush they lose their edges, fade like fragments in the wind. I take a sip of something mellow, let it warm me from inside. Trace the patterns on my window made by raindrops as they slide. All the questions I've been asking lose their urgency tonight. And I'm left with something simple, just the truth that I'm alive. I don't need a deeper meaning, I don't need a place to go. Here inside this tender moment I can finally take it slow. So I sink into the rhythm of the night I call my own. Oh, feeling every gentle echo in a world that's finally slow. Oh, let the mellow grooves around me make the empty feel like home. There's a sweetness in the silence when I let myself be known. And I sway, sway easy in the comfort of the low, with the softest kind of rhythm only lonely hearts can grow. Tonight I'm breathing slow. Tonight the quiet glows. Maybe peace was never distant, maybe it was always here, waiting for the nights I'm brave enough to face myself sincere. All the pieces I've been holding, all the ones I kept unclear, in this gentle little moment every part becomes a mirror. And I touch the truth so softly I don't even feel the seam, like I'm floating through the twilight on a half-remembered dream. So I sink into the rhythm of the night I call my own. Oh, feeling every gentle echo in a world that's finally slow. Oh, let the mellow grooves around me make the empty feel like home. There's a sweetness in the silence when I let myself be known. And I sway, sway easy in the comfort of the low, with the softest kind of rhythm in lonely hearts can grow. Tonight I'm breathing slow. Tonight the quiet glows. The quiet glows. The moonlight spills like silver on the carpet at my feet, and I melt into the moment where the calm and comfort meet. Every little sound grows softer, every worry grows discreet, and I sink into a rhythm only quiet hearts can keep. I close my eyes and feel the night wrap softly round my frame, like it knows the tired pieces I've been trying to reclaim. All the doubts I carried with me flicker soft and lose their claim, and I breathe as though the world is finally whispered out my name. In this hush I find a shelter made of shadows, made of light, and my pulse begins to settle as I give into the night. Let the moonlit echoes fall around my soul. Let the mellow groove remind me I am whole. In the quiet I can finally lose control, floating gentle through the spaces where the soft emotions roll. Tonight I feel it slow. Tonight the moonlight glows. There's a tender kind of healing in the coolness of the air, and it traces every memory I was once too scared to share. As the darkness folds around me, I find comfort hiding there, like the shadows hold the secrets of the words I couldn't bear. I let everything grow distant, let the silence take its throne, let my heartbeat guide me gently through a world I walk alone. In this solitude I'm stronger than the fears I used to own, and I finally feel the beauty in the space I call my own. In this hush I feel the freedom I had never touched before. Now the quiet pulls me deeper and I ache for nothing more. Let the moonlit echoes fall around my soul. Let the mellow groove remind me I am whole. In the quiet I can finally lose control, floating gentle through the spaces where the soft emotions roll. Tonight I feel it slow. Tonight the moonlight glows. Maybe I was always searching for a peace that felt like this, or just a quiet, gentle moment touching everything I miss. Let the moonlit echoes fall around my soul. Let the mellow groove remind me I am whole. In the quiet I can finally lose control. Tonight the moonlight glows. When the day slips off my shoulders and the evening settles in, I can hear my heartbeat slowing letting gently thoughts begin. There's a glow behind my curtains, like the sky is leaning in, and the quiet finds a doorway where the noise has always been. I curl up beneath the lamplight, let it paint my skin with gold. Feel the world outside grow distant, like a story rarely told. All my worries lose their voices, all the chaos turns to cold, and I breathe a little deeper as the night begins to hold. I let the silence fill the spaces I was scared to touch before. Now I feel the softest comfort rising warm from my core. So I sway into the soft corners of the night, where my heartbeat finds a rhythm slow and light. Let the velvet air surround me, pull me tight. In the hush I feel the pieces of me align just right, and the quiet hums a melody so low, one that only lonely evenings seem to know. Tonight I let it flow. There's a softness in the shadows, dancing gently on the floor, like they're learning every longing I've been saving in my core. I take comfort in the quiet I could never keep before. Now it feels like I've been knocking on a long forgotten door. Every breath becomes a blessing, every thought becomes a stream, and I drift through all the moments I had buried in between. Here the stillness feels forgiving, here the world becomes serene, and I let my heart unravel in a slow and tender dream. I let the silence fill the spaces that I used to fear would break. Now I feel the deepest healing in the breaths I get to take. So I sway into the soft corners of the night, where my heartbeat finds a rhythm slow and light. Let the velvet air surround me, pull me tight. In the hush I feel the pieces of me align just right, and the quiet hums a melody so low, one that only lonely evenings seem to know. Tonight I let it flow. Maybe peace was always awaiting, maybe I was never lost, just afraid to face the stillness where my shadows finally crossed. But tonight I'm learning gently how to rest without the cost. So I sway into the soft corners of the night, where my heartbeat finds a rhythm slow and light. Let the velvet air surround me, pull me tight. In the hush I find the version of me glowing bright, and the quiet hums a melody so low. Tonight I let it flow. The amber glow settles heavy on my skin, like a whisper from the daylight, telling me to breathe again. All the noise I carried with me starts to loosen, growing thin, and I drift into the moment where the quiet lets me in. There's a softness in the shadows, dancing lazy on the wall, like they understand the memories I never dared recall. Every heartbeat feels like honey, dripping gentle, dripping small, and I melt into the stillness as the night begins to fall. I don't need another reason, I don't need a place to be. In this amber-colored moment, I can finally hear me. So let me drift in the amber light, where the quiet makes the world feel right. Let the mellow rhythm pull me through the night. Let the warmth inside the silence take its flight. Everything is slow and bright, wrapped in shades of tender light. Tonight I drift in amber light. Every thought becomes a feather floating softly in my chest. Every worry turns to vapor as I lean into the rest. There's a comfort in the stillness I could never quite address. Now it feels like something sacred pressing lightly on my breath. The air is thick with calmness as it settles on my face, like it's smoothing out the pieces I've been too afraid to trace. All the tension I've been holding finds a softer kind of place, and I drift into the evening with a slow, unhurried grace. I don't need to chase the answers, I don't need to play it strong. Hear the quiet wraps around me, here I feel like I belong. So let me drift in the amber light, where the quiet makes the world feel right. Maybe peace was always glowing in the corners of the day, waiting for the amber moment when I let myself decay. So let me drift in the amber light. Tonight I fade in amber bright. In the hollow of the evening, where the quiet finds its hold, I can feel the world grow softer as the night begins to fold. All the noise I carried with me settles down and turns to gold, and the warmth inside the shadows feels like comfort taking hold. I lay back into the darkness with a breath I didn't know. Let the mellow air surround me with a calm and gentle glow. Every heartbeat starts to wander in a rhythm soft and low, and I slip into the hollow where the warmest feelings grow. In this space I drift and lay in the warm hollows, gentle gray. There's a sweetness in the silence as it settles on my skin, like it's learning all the stories I've been keeping locked within. All the battles I've been fighting lose their edges, lose their spin, and the quiet finds the corners where the aching used to live. I breathe slow into the evening, feel the tension disappear. Let the hush replace the voices I no longer need to hear. Every memory grows lighter as the calm pulls me near, and I find a softer rhythm in the pulse of atmosphere. In this space I feel the gentleness of things I never named, and the warmth becomes a language where my weary heart is tamed. In the warm hollow, let me stay, let the stillness take my fears away. Every shadow has a softer sway, every moment finds a tender way to say that tonight I'm safe to drift and lay in the warm hollows, gentle gray. Maybe peace was always waiting in the spaces left unseen, in the hush between the moments where the world turns calm and clean. In the warm hollow, let me stay, let the quiet wash the weight away. Tonight I drift and sway in the warm hollows, gentle gray. I sit inside the half-light where the evening starts to fade. My body sinking slowly in the silence I've handmade. The day has left its traces, but they're melting from my skin, and all the tired parts of me feel softer from within. The quiet holds a warmth that I don't need to understand, a fire made of whispers that I cradle in my hand. It burns without the pressure, it glows without the heat, a steady kind of comfort settling softly at my feet. I don't need to run tonight, don't need to prove I'm doing right. I only need the space to be the gentler version still in me. Quiet fire inside, burning slow but wide, a warmth I cannot hide, a peace I won't deny. Quiet fire inside, where my weary thoughts reside. It keeps me through the longest days, and lights me in the subtle ways. The memories of noise begin to drift out through the door. Yeah. And in that place I hear my breath like waves along the shore. The room becomes a haven where the truth can softly sit, a space where all the tangled threads unravel bit by bit. My heartbeat feels like footsteps on a path I used to fear, but now they sound like comfort on a road that brought me here. The flame inside me flickers with a slow and steady beat, a rhythm of resilience that grows beneath the heat. And I don't need to run tonight, don't need to prove I'm doing right. I only need the space to be the gentler version still in me. Quiet fire inside, burning slow but wide, a warmth I cannot hide, a peace I won't deny. Quiet fire inside, where my weary thoughts reside. It keeps me through the longest days, it enlightens me in the subtle ways. Maybe this small flame will rise when the daylight hits my eyes. Maybe all the things I chase will meet me at a softer pace. But tonight, this glow is mine, a quiet fire, a gentle shine. Quiet fire inside, burning slow but wide, a warmth I cannot hide, a peace I won't deny. Quiet fire inside, where my weary thoughts reside. It keeps me through the longest days, it lights me in the subtle ways. The velvet hours gather softly in the corners of my room, like a blanket woven gently from the colors of the gloom. There's a sweetness in the darkness, like a quiet kind of bloom, and it wraps around my heartbeat like a low and tender tune. I let my thoughts grow lighter as the evening starts to rise. Feel the coolness of the shadows brushing warm along my side. Every motion slows to honey, every breath begins to glide, and I sink into the stillness where my restless worries hide. I don't need to chase the moment, I don't need a place to be. In these velvet colored hours I can finally just be me. In the velvet hours let me stay, where the quiet melts the weight away. Every heartbeat finds a softer sway, every thought begins to gently stray into the calm of a tender gray. Tonight I drift and lay, and the velvet hours play. There's a rhythm in the shadows moving softly on the floor, like they're dancing to a memory I never claimed before. All the tension in my shoulders starts to loosen, wanting more, and the hush beat velvet, here the night becomes embrace. In the velvet hours, let me stay where the quiet melts the weight away. Every heartbeat finds a softer sway. Every thought begins to gently stray into the calm of a tender grave. Tonight I drift and lay in the velvet hours play. Maybe peace was made of velvet long before I ever knew. Soft enough to catch the pieces when my heart was split in two. In the velvet hours, let me stay. Tonight I drift away. In the velvet's gentle sway. The night breeze moves so slowly, like it's breathing next to me, pulling whispers through the window in a soft, unbroken stream. I can feel the weight of daytime drifting off like gentle leaves, falling quiet on the shadows where my tired thoughts can ease. There's a comfort in the stillness, in the hum that barely speaks, in the way the moonlight lingers on the corners of my cheeks. Every heartbeat feels like velvet, moving slow and smooth and deep, and I sway inside the softness of a calm I finally keep. In this hush I rediscover all the parts I used to lose, and the breeze becomes a rhythm that my weary soul can use. So I breathe with the night breeze slow, let it guide me where the quiet flows. In the dark I let my worries go, and the world feels softer than it's ever known. Let the warm air wrap my bones, let the mellow rhythm pull me home. Tonight I drift alone with the night breeze slow. Every moment turns to honey as the hours slide along, and I hum beneath my breath a little half-forgotten song. There's a healing in the silence where the lonely hearts belong, in the glow that only rises when the daylight has withdrawn. I can feel the tension fade and falling gentle from my spine, like it's melting in the shadows with the pieces I resign. All the noise that lived within me loses strength I can't define, and I float into the evening like a leaf released from time. In this hush I feel the sweetness of a peace I never claimed, and the breeze begins to teach me how to rest without the blame. spine, so I breathe, let the night breeze slow. Let it guide me where the quiet flows. Let the warmth inside me grow. Tonight the night breeze glows. There's a quiet pulse inside me when the world begins to fade, like a secret little rhythm that the lonely nights have made. It's a heartbeat I can follow when my thoughts are unafraid, and it guides me through the shadows in a slow and gentle shade. I lay back into the stillness with a sigh I never planned. Feel the softness of the evening brushing lightly at my hands. Every moment turns to velvet, every feeling understands, and I breathe into the comfort only nighttime can command. In this hush I feel the meaning of a calm I couldn't hold. All the pieces realigning in a glow so soft and bold. Let me move with the quiet pulse, let it wrap me, let it soothe my faults in the darkness, where the noise dissolves, every tender beat revolves around the peace my heart exalts. The quiet pulse that never halts. I can hear the echo linger in the space between my sighs, like a lullaby the silence learned from watching tired eyes. All the doubts that kept me restless fall away without a cry, and I sink into a stillness like a warm familiar sky. Every breath becomes a blessing, every pause becomes a stream, flowing softly through the moments I had buried in between. Here the quiet feels like comfort, here the night becomes a dream, where the pulse beneath the silence beats in low and steady gleaming. In this hush I feel the healing of a truth I never knew, and the rhythm in the quiet pulls me closer to the truth. Let me move with the quiet pulse, let it wrap me, let it soothe my faults in the darkness, where the noise dissolves, every tender beat revolves around the peace my heart exalts. The quiet pulse that never halts. Underneath The night unfolds around me like a blanket made of stars, and I'm curled up on the sofa, letting go of who we are. The world is turning somewhere, but it's quiet in this room, where every little thought can bloom and soften in the gloom. I hear the hum of nothing, just the space between the breaths, a gentle kind of silence that the busy day forgets. The weight I've been collecting slips off slowly from my chest, and every part inside me settles deeper into rest. And I don't have to move too fast, I don't have to chase the past. I can fall into this peace, let the noise and pressure cease. Yeah. Slow night, sanctuary where the world stops being scary, where the shadows feel like friends and the quiet never ends. Slow night, sanctuary in this gentle, temporary place where all my burdens fall, and I feel lighter through it all. And I feel lighter through it all. The candles flicker dances like a soft and steady guide, showing me the corners where my worries used to hide. I breathe a little deeper, stretch my fingers to the air, feeling every moment land exactly as it's meant to there. I've spent too many hours being stronger than I feel, holding all the edges that I never let reveal. But here I'm only human, just a soul who wants release, wrapped inside a whisper that the world can wait in peace. I don't have to move too fast, I don't have to chase the past. I can fall into this peace, let the noise and pressure cease. Slow night, sanctuary where the world stops being scary, where the shadows feel like friends and the quiet never ends. Slow night, sanctuary in this gentle, temporary place where all my burdens fall, and I feel lighter through it all. Let me stay inside this hush a little longer than before. Let me hear the healing in the quiet I ignore. Maybe when the morning comes I'll rise with softer eyes, carrying the sanctuary through the rush I recognize. A slow night, sanctuary where the world stops being scary, where the shadows feel like friends and the quiet never ends. Slow night, sanctuary in this gentle, temporary place where all my burdens fall, and I feel lighter through it all. I turn off all the playlists, let the quiet take control. A moment made for breathing deep inside my tired soul. My body melts like water into cushions on the floor, and every passing minute feels like something I waited for. All day I've held my shoulders high, pretending I'm okay, but now the truth comes gently as the noise fades far away. The safety in the stillness, in the softness of the night, a place where nothing pressures me to stand or even fight. I've given all I had to give, but now I'm learning how to live inside a world that doesn't rush, a world that whispers you're enough. Rest easy, my soul. Let the quiet make you whole. Let the worries lose their hold. Let the tired stories fold. Rest easy, my soul, in the warmth of mellow gold. Let the moment take control. Let your heart feel what is full. My thoughts begin to wander like lanterns on a stream, floating through the darkness, with a soft and steady gleam. I watch them drift around me, without trying to pull them back, just letting every worry fade into the fading black. I've chased 1,000 deadlines and worn 1,000 masks, but here there's no performance and no unspoken task. The beauty of existing is clearer when I'm slower. Truth I feel more deeply than I'll ever need to show. I've given all I had to give, but now I'm learning how to live inside a world that doesn't rush, a world that whispers you're enough. Rest easy, my soul. Let the quiet make you whole. Let the worries lose their hold. Let the tired stories fold. Rest easy, my soul, in the warmth of mellow gold. Let the moment take control. Let your heart feel what is full. Tonight I won't rewrite my past, won't think about what couldn't last. I'll hold the quiet like a friend who asks for nothing in the end. And maybe when the sunrise comes, I'll rise with lighter beating drums, a softer heart, a clearer eye, a calmer breath beneath the sky. Rest easy, my soul. Let the quiet make you whole. Let the worries lose their hold. Let the tired stories fold. Rest easy, my soul, in the warmth of mellow gold. Let the moment take control. Let your heart feel what is full. There's a silver glow outside that slips across my floor, and I'm lying in the quiet like I've never done before. The moon feels like a visitor that came to sit with me, a gentle silent witness to the things I rarely see. My heartbeat starts to settle in a softer kind of time, and every thought that follows moves like whispers in a rhyme. Tonight the world is distant, but I feel completely here, wrapped inside the stillness where the mind becomes more clear. I won't fight the drift tonight, won't redesign the wrong or right. I'll let the moment freely glide, let the calm come from inside. Moonlit mind unwind, let the night be kind. Let the shadows trace the patterns of a soul I rarely find. Moon, mind, unlit line, aligned with the quiet undefined. I breathe and let the worries slide into the silver rolling tide. The window lets the cool air brush gently on my skin, a soft and fleeting reminder I'll let the moment freely glide. Let the calm come from inside. Moonlit mind unwind. Let the night be kind. Let the shadows trace the patterns of a soul.